camera over here so I can talk normally. Okay. So there is two things that people don't understand, or most people, is that 90, it's not an exact metric, but it's basically what I believe is, or what I hope is close to the right number, that almost 95% of human development has been done by men. Not just that women haven't done anything, but your 5% has been done in the last 20 years. Or like the last 20, 30, 40 years. Around that. Just around like two generations. When you had the right to vote, yeah. Okay, I'm going to shut up and think, because I don't have a script. I'm just voicing thoughts so I can function normally again. Glasses, pointless, hideous face, whatever. Okay. So around 95% of development done by humanity has been done by men over the last forever. Women have done around 5%. 1% spread out between everything before 1980, and the last 4% is after 1980. You could vote, but your vote didn't mean too much. Not trying to be a dick here, but just how it was. There's no reason why you guys couldn't choose to be smarter. You could work hard to be smart. You could work hard to be strong, be beautiful. But here's the thing. I don't think most women understand that. I'm gonna go for a hypothetical. If every single man in the world became gay, didn't like women at all, every single man went, I like men, women would now have two purposes in men's eyes. One, children, and two, option. You'd be there as an option and to make kids. That would be the only two things you'd do if the entire male population went gay. I'm not trying to be an asshole or be sexist, misogynistic, whatever you want to call it. That's what would happen. But the thing is, if almost every girl in the world went lesbian, only two things would change for us. One, it just means, well, we can't have sex with most women anymore. Okay. But the only things that change is that who chooses to have kids. Now you guys choose, you guys get to choose when you have kids instead of us choosing when we're going to have kids. It's same thing. But see, your jobs wouldn't change. Your social standing wouldn't really change among men, or really among most women. It just means you're now on the same team. All the jobs that are run by men will still be done by men. All political parties will probably still have mostly men. Most scientists will still be men. Most blue-collar workers will still be men. It won't change much. And that's the current way the world is. If you want the change, it's simple. You just have to be the change. It doesn't take a lot to be different. It really doesn't. Don't eat shit. Go for a jog in the morning. And occasionally lift heavy rock. And it's literally the simplest shit a human can do. Humans were in their prime before society really existed. Hunter-gatherers, that shit was fine. It worked. So does this. It both works. But see, I think everyone's been caught up on the fact that they want to be different. They want to be extremely special. They want to change the status quo. They want to make the world a better place. Well, you don't do that by screaming about what's right and wrong. You just do that by making the change. You fucking put your pants on, pull up your skirt, whatever you want to do, put your dress on, look pretty, put on a nice shirt, jacket, whatever needs to be done. Be the fucking change. Almost everyone I know doesn't put in the effort to change. And when you think about it, you don't either. I want you to really think back on your school days, really think back on your past. When have you really put in the effort? Really pushed yourself to the edge? I doubt you have. When have you ran until you fell down, got back up, kept running? When have you done menial work when you really thought about learning something and focusing your entire day on that something, grinding it into your memory like, yes, I know this, I need to learn this, this does this, this does this. A executes to B only without the cause of C. It's simple. You don't put in the effort. And since I've started putting in my effort, really pushing myself to my mental and physical limits, I've realized life has been fucking easy. I've had every single chance to be different, to be better, but I've never taken that chance. I lost most of my chances. Kids from the age of 8, boys and girls from the age of 8 to 18, are the most important years. It's when your body is in your physical prime and you're growing up to be better than you are. They're the most important times to push yourself, because your body can handle it. You can take the beating. You can take the mental fortitude to do it. The reason why schools fail most kids, and why most kids fail schools, is because they get given the wrong lessons. They get taught right. It's unbecoming. The current world you've raised is shit. Nobody has stable values, nobody has a stable mentality, and nobody can really understand anyone else. You're all terrible. I'm terrible as well, but we're all terrible. We're all terrible. But I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to change to not be a terrible person. I think I'm doing alright. I think I'm doing well, but the more I look around, I see how people don't change and don't try and force their change. They wait for it. It's like, one day I'm just gonna wake up and be different. No. You're fucking not. You will wake up every day ashamed of yourself and ashamed of who you are. And until you finally realize that you're at your lowest, you can't grow. You can't become better. You have to make yourself better. You have to build yourself to be different. This consumed probably 6,000 hours of my life at this point. I know so much about video games, pop culture and all that shit, but that's not going to help me do anything, is it? This could vanish tomorrow, and my life wouldn't change apart from the fact that I just can't play games anymore, or I can't be a retard with my friends anymore. You have to understand, there's nothing that you can do that'll make you better unless you force it. This used to hold my attention on the same level as most people would hold sex or hold love. The thing is, I recently lost my virginity, and I realized, why the fuck would that matter? Just because I haven't had sex. So what? Does that really matter? Is that gonna get me a job? Is that like, I lost my virginity at 16. So? Why does that fucking matter? You guys are all lording over the things that don't matter in the grand scheme of it all. And it's funny watching you and not understand it. You think by yelling and screaming about your identity, you're gonna magically become special or different or better. You're not. You're just gonna be a screaming idiot. Why do you think nobody respects opinions from people who scream and yell and complain? Because they didn't try to make themselves better. They didn't try to make the world around them better. They just start to scream It's other people who do it for them. And that comes to the final point that I'm trying to understand myself. The reason why men dominate almost every field is that most men force their own change. They force themselves to be better, to do better, to be different than what they are. And that's a large portion of why men rule the world, is because we built ourselves to rule it. So if you don't want to be the way you are, build yourself to be different, to be better. Work yourself to be different, be better, and then just become not who you're meant to be, but who you want to be. You know, I don't get motivation. Don't have determination, none of it. I don't have it. I'm weak, I'm feeble. Has it touched the span of a fucking goldfish? It's great. But the thing is, the reason why I'm becoming better and different is because I'm forcing it. Whenever I feel sluggish in bed, on a nice warm morning, like, oh, bed's so comfortable, don't want to leave, I slap myself in the face, I tell myself to get the fuck up and get shit done. I use my own shame and pity as my fuel. I use my own level of displeasure to push myself forward. And the thing is, people don't do that these days. No one does. I guess we're just getting out of hand and off topic. There wasn't even really a topic, it was just me venting, but that's about it. That's about all. If you can hear this properly and the mic qualities and shit from my phone, it'll all be alright. But I'm going to turn this off so I don't get caught and feel ashamed for recording myself. It's not going to be edited, never is, so enjoy the blank reality of a 19-year-old.